Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are in the Necrotic Library. We have been over here, we suspect this is the way forward. In fact, that says Ketheric Thorm on there, which definitely implies that's the way forward. But before we do that, there are a couple of other things we need to do, like figure out what this is. That's mainly our main thing, actually. What is this? This looks interesting. Can I walk over here? No, I have to jump. Okay. Then I have to jump. Let's see if everyone will follow us. Can you figure out a way here? Let's see. Oh, they're almost there. That's nice. One singular jump. Good job. Jahira?
The absolute.
Nice. Well done. Before we move on and actually do anything, though, I should do a little bit of summoning of our creatures. Let's do a summon there.
The pride of the gate.
Let's do a summon here for a imp, which we're gonna make invisible. There we go, make invisible. Then we're gonna resummon Scratch. Good. Also, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heal Jahira a little bit, and I think what I need to do with that is need to pass along a couple of these. Let's send 7 of those to Jahira. And then we can maybe do a little healing on Jahira.
Let us show them how it's done.
There we go. Drink, drink, drink. Okay, so we're going to chuck those in there. We do have, I think, the potions that give us long rests in here. Yeah, we have these. These give us the benefits of a long rest, which are very useful. And I think we also have some that give us benefits of a short rest. Yeah. So we do have ways to get some spell slots and things back, but, you know, the longer we delay, the more we can, you know, more benefit we get. That door is locked. I don't know where that leads. Oh, that leads to... Wait a second, that leads to this. Oh, those are that's spoiler and a half, isn't it? Well, not a spoiler, but, like, that was in an initial cutscene. Okay. Interesting. What does this do?
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
No? I don't know what it wants me to do, but without context of what it is, my initial answer is no, but maybe we should. Lockpicking impossible. Does it open the door? Ah, it opening the door is interesting. That's definitely interesting. There's no information. This is the kind of thing where I'm like, let's do a quick save, see what the consequences of our actions are, and then do it.
Console glows as you approach. The mind
Ask what it needs me to do.
desperately yearning for
This wasn't here
connection.
before.
It is incomplete.
Oh, it just does that line.
It
Okay.
yearns to connect, but
Begin to
needs
manipulate
you
the mind.
to guide.
Emotion, memory, reason, speech. Speech? Neural nodes. Oh, I see. You have to, like, move these in. Okay. Emotion? Okay, so that links to that one. What does speech look like? Speech looks like that. So actually, no, I want speech over here then. Yeah, okay, I understand. I think. Oh, but I think I have to probably not cross over with anything else. Is that it? That's probably the game here. Okay. Okay, we got motion on. Reason. We got reason in here. Okay, but I think I've broken the... You see I've broken the line for the other one? Yeah, speech is messed up. Is there a way of restarting it? Probably not. Okay, that's fine. I think this one's fine. Green goes down to that one. So I want to go memory in here. I think like that. Okay, I'm going to walk away. Let's reset this. Now I know what we're doing.
Console glows as you approach.
There we go. That's what I want to do.
Console glows as...
Okay. I'm much less worried about this now I know it's a puzzle. A puzzle means it's probably not going to be terrible for us. Let's do this the other way. Let's work backwards a little bit. So if I go here, so this is a motion, right? So if I go back one, that's the only path to get to a motion, right? Is through this route. So from here, what's the least number of steps? Probably here, 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 here. That's a motion, right? The only path it's blocking is a path for speech. Okay. Let's do speech next. So speech has to go up above. Down here, yep. Easy. That is definitely the shortest path for speech. Okay. Memory. Memory has to do this path now. There's no other path for memory. Means it has to go here. Means it has to go here, here, here. And then, what was the last one? Reason? Reason. This path should just lead to it. There we go. Easy. Brain Blast! Hey, a Sage bonus. Nice. Okay. Oh, and a Sage bonus from Gale as well. There's 2 lots of inspiration. That makes it kind of worth it. Complete the mind puzzle. Okay. It was actually just easier once we worked out what the puzzle was. It's not too bad, right? It's just know what direction to go. That's another brain. It's a waking mind and a blade of repressed souls and a desecrated relief. Okay. I'm gonna send that somewhere at some point. What does the blade of repressed souls do? Fragments of dead souls are imprisoned in the steel. Angry, powerful, hopeful, or scared. All of them rose up against their ill-lithid masters, and all of them fell to this blade. Now they are trapped forever, forced to aid their oppressors. Ooh, okay. Ooh, there's a bonus here. Crowning Strike. It does Crown of Madness onto the target when it hits. Ooh, okay. And then this. We got another Mines. Okay, let's have a look at the Desecrated Relief. Okay. So that's the Elder Brain. That's the slaves and the Illithids all worshipping the Elder Brain. What I can tell.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss. That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind. And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
Okay.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Yeah, but obviously it's been corrupted by these guys. So what should be happening is the Elder Brain should be trying to, you know... There's also a lot of noise over there, which is distracting. But yeah, the Elder Brain should be trying to, you know, take over the universe, or the multiverse, multiplanal verse. Anyway, don't stab it. I don't even know what it is. What does that even say? Silenced and held in place by a profane wound. Alright, maybe do stab it. I don't really know what's in here. Okay, there was no purpose to that. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so they're obviously like, we should be taking over the multiverse right now, but we're not taking over the multiverse. What's happening instead is we've been corrupted and we're instead following the orders of these people who've, you know, warped the mind. I'm wondering whether we woke something up by doing that. Wait, this is the wrong way. Oh, don't speak to him. There's no need to speak to him. We need to go this way. And then jump over here. And see what this has to say. Our dog did not make it. Okay. We'll get to it in a second. Right. Do that.
Fine bones, sharp jaw. Some variety of elf. Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with.
The monk-like Githzerai, sibling race to the warrior Githyanki. Their contempt for one another is eclipsed only by their shared hatred of the Illithids.
I'd guess you're no willing guest of the Gake either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
How did you end up in that vault? Githzerai are supposed to be the ultimate warriors.
Warriors of the mind. Oh, there's some physical prowess involved, but the battlefield on which we truly fight the Gake is their own. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gake. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
I don't like using a tadpole. I failed an insight check. You want me to kill you? What if I can free you instead?
My people dwell in limbo, a realm of pure chaotic thought. With my mind gone, perhaps my soul will return there. Or perhaps not. Death, freedom, they are one and the same. Touch my mind, and purge it. At the very moment you do, I will make my knowledge yours.
When you say erase your mind, do you by any chance mean smash your brain to bits?
I do not. The Gake have been warping flesh for millennia. Who knows what damage they can undo? It is my mind they enslave. It is my mind that must die.
No.
Please!
For no second do I trust that. That is a suspicious thing. Even more suspicious by the fact we got an insight check, but like incredibly suspicious to be like, hey, yeah, don't kill me, just use your mind powers on me. Yeah, and then I'll transfer the knowledge at the very last second. I'm like, will you now? Will you now? I don't trust that for a second. Like, for 1 second. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to regret not trusting it, but my, do not trust this.
This ought to be good.
Like, oh, you literally cannot make that jump, huh? Oh, because you're encumbered. I see. There we go. Let's send some of these to Will. Cool. Now you can make the jump. Right.
No one stopped me yet.
Regroup. Let's see if this will join us. Okay. Fly up here. You got a little stuck. That's fine. So now it should rejoin.
Very well.
That's okay. Scratch. Get you up here as well. I'm assuming the bird is up here. Right.
My mind.
Remerge. Bird is up here.
Well,
cool.
in it.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on something by not doing that. But like, there's no part of me that's like, that's a good idea. You know what? You know what? Right. Because we're not going to come back here, and I'm not going to get to see any comments before I come back, or like before we've probably finished here. Let's do it. let's quick save, do it, and I'm gonna set like a reason to unsave, right? My reason to redo is if there is a negative effect, we can redo it, right? Like a negative effect due to doing this. That's my condition.
Erase me, please.
Wait, can I do an insight check each time?
Erase.
You catch the lie. The monk isn't telling everything.
Oh, that'll do it then. If you want my help, then tell me the truth.
All right. The gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
Okay. Oh, yeah, purge. Do not consume.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Oh. The Githzerai mind barrier. Having assimilated a splinter of Githzerai knowledge, mental barriers have been erected in the affected entity's mind as advantage on intelligence saving throws. Okay, well, I'm happy we did that then. Okay, so actually, it turned out I was suspicious for the wrong reasons. The thing that we could do was actually be more evil. Ah, I hadn't considered the possibility that she was merely telling the truth and that in fact the other thing was be even more comically evil. Ah, well, that lines up. Okay, well, the only way we've got left to go is Ketheric. So let's go to Ketheric. Let's do it. As far as I can tell, there's no negative of this mind barrier. So, that seems fine. So this is the way to Ketheric. Let's quick save again, because apparently I can't go 10 seconds without doing that. Wait for the save to end, and open the door. Okay, there was not really a lot happened there. Ketheric, I think, is down here rather than up this way, but still. There's another symbol. A fresh mind. Oh.
How many true souls have passed through this place?
Well, we'll take the fresh mind back to the thing. Okay. That's fine. Loot all of these. Send them to Will. Send them to Will. Here. That's fine. Check this side. Restoration. Oh, is that a rest? This must be a free rest. In fact, I think they were back in the other place. Oh, that's cool. No. Oh, stay here. Stay here, Scratch. I gotta go back to the other thing. We gotta put the fresh mind in the mind reading device. Okay. Jump. There we go. Going for maximum speed. There we go.
Down.
In here. We're gonna drag that in. Let's go.
My head hurts. Can I go back to bed, Mummy?
How did you get here?
I live here. This is my house. Our house, right, Mummy? We saw a big spiky snail that fell out of the sky. I'm just very sleepy, Mummy. I wish you'd stop waking me up so much.
Oh, big spiky snail?
With big wiggly legs.
Uh-huh. Well, meanwhile, I'm never going to sleep again.
You should. We can talk in the morning. Night, night, Mummy. Love you.
Well, alright. Can I just destroy these, by the way? No. No, you cannot.
Hurry now. The city calls.
Maybe I should just chuck
for
them into chasms.
salvation. The chosen
Who
of
knows?
my heart.
Anyway, heading over here. Oh, right, back to jumping. The optimal form of movement. I actually don't know if it's quicker. I would have to measure. It feels better, though, to jump everywhere. And you know, half the time, that's half the battle. Although it doesn't feel better when we have to stop and jump. If we just, like, have continuous jumping, it's quicker, I think.
Descend
Welcome
to
back, boy.
Thermo.
Right. I'm fairly certain we're about to be able to do a long rest, in theory. So let's do that. Don't know what that is, but let's do this first. Quick save. Does this count as a long rest? And do it.
Which way to the nearest light?
Yes! You get all of his spell slots back. That's incredible. It's a long rest that doesn't even count as a long rest because we get to keep our bonuses.
Platform's already here.
Oh, that's the way of bringing the platform back? That is for multiplayer. That's why that exists. That is for multiplayer, or if you split your party. Yeah. That's, oh, you accidentally left without me? Oh, they need a way to get down there. Okay, it means we're probably not going to enter into a cutscene immediately, maybe? But anyway. Let's see. Maybe we will enter into a cutscene. You know Ketherick is down here somewhere. Alright. I think I've quick saved twice on this very platform. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around more than usual?
Uh-huh.
It's reacting to something down here. Should prepare to do the same.
It's reacting to something. Alright. It's time. Let's bring out some of these. What have I got in here? Elixir of Battle Mage thing. Mage. It will grant us Arcane Acuity. For 3 turns? Or per turn remaining? Doesn't say how long an elixir lasts for. Maybe actually this is not a good idea. I was gonna say it's time to like give ourselves a bunch of elixirs. I don't know. Let me drink an elixir and then we can figure it out. Once per turn when you kill a foe, gain temporary hit points and additional action. Let's drink it. How long does that elixir last for? Until a long rest. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Also chuck that over to Will. Right, read. Let's see what we got in here. Bark skin's probably unnecessary. Battle Mage Power is probably like the best one for 2 of them. Or yeah, the attack rolls and and spell difficulty class, maybe. Is there anything else in here that seems good? No, not that one. And no longer burn is fine. Become blessed. It doesn't say it replaces other elixirs. I don't think that's a real elixir. Coat your weapon in an oil. No. Maybe the Battle Mage powers are the only ones I have. Elixir of Vigilance grants a bonus to initiative, and you can't be surprised. You know what? Honestly, yeah. Split those into 2. Let's go 1 on you, 1 on you, and then you can have the Battle Mage power one. Let's do that. Drink. Oh, that one does tick down. Oh.
The work is never
Okay.
done.
Well, you live and learn. You live and learn. But that seems good. Actually, Gale, let's give him the one that does the extra action. That's probably insane, right? On a wizard who can kill a bunch of things. Yeah. That seems insanely good.
To do.
Right. Quick save. I'm ready to go.
Another step forward.
We're buffed. We're completely ready. It did an autosave. Alright, it says Ketheric is behind this door. Let's go.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
Enter. Ah, that must be Gortash.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes.
Oh, there's
with
Orin.
cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prism? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up.
Ooh.
So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
Oh.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketheric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Baal.
Well, that's the bit I was missing. Orin is the follower of Baal. And that'll be the Elder Brain.
The Testament of Merkel!
An Elder Brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
Look at that crown. It radiates with power unlike anything I've ever seen. To have it. To hold. Oh, if only I could. But I can't. This is it. I must do as Mystra commands.
Gale, you cannot do this. You cannot condemn us to death.
What choice do I have? More than just a goddess counts of my courage. Whole worlds hang in the balance.
Trust me, Gale. We'll find another way.
I do trust you. More than myself right now. Perhaps even more than Mystra.
I have no desire to end your life, you know that. To end it? To struggle on. It is a grave choice you're making for us both. But if it must be so... very well. I'll stand down to stand by you.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Oh, not again.
Shit, no! Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketheric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
Oh. Interesting. So they're going to position themselves as a hero against the invader?
Faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
Huh. Alright, well, we know where Duke Ravengard is now. Find Maul. Search for Maul. We found Maul's eye patch. She's still somewhere in the Mind Flayer colony? Oh, I completely missed that. Wait, where's Maul? Wait, was Maul back there? I really hope Maul wasn't back here. If we missed Maul, we have to redo it. Pursue Duke Ravengard. Defeat Ketheric. Pursue. Seek another means of defeating the Elder Brain. Okay, you seem more interested in the crown the brain was wearing. Okay. Quick save. I think it's time to go. Now, you're definitely soul caged. That is definitely an illithid. Let's do this.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Why is the prism so important to you?
The very fact of your being attests to its power. Despite your infection, you resisted the brain here in the heart of its domain. What good is an army of thralls if they do not obey their master? Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
Oh. We could try and persuade him again. But also, interesting, so it's the gods themselves that came up with this idea. Huh. Okay, and then they gave their followers the job of carrying out the plan. Alright. I was ready to show you mercy before. It's still not too late. You can repent. Difficulty class 18. More difficult than last time. We have no guidance either. I guess that means Jaheira isn't in the conversation. That's a pass, though.
Repent? Would that even be possible?
Perhaps.
Perhaps?
No. There is no repentance. No release. My debt can never be repaid. He is here. He is watching. He is listening. He is...
Oh?
You dare end one who belongs to me. I am the smile of the worm-cleansed skull. I am the regrets of those who remain, and the restlessness of those who are gone. I am the haunt of mausoleums, the god of graves and age, of dust and dust. I am Merkel, lord of bones, and you have slain my chosen. But it is no matter, for I am death. And I am not the end. I am a beginning.
Oh.
The Triad help us.
Thanks to his power. We need the Night Song free.
Okay, well, I get the feeling we skipped the first part of the fight. Because I'm fairly certain, by the looks of it, the first part of the fight was kill Ketheric, and then it was kill Merkel. But, yes, I guess he also has the invulnerable thing now. Oh, or is he Ketheric? Oh, I understand. Okay, Merkel's presence. Exudes the god of death's unholy will and bone chills all nearby creatures. They cannot heal. Your plus 10 bonus to your next saving throw affecting multiple targets. Okay. Can use a reaction to consume a sacrificial necromite and gain the Reaper's reward, which is what? Ability to cast Finger of Death. Which is ability to do 37 to 86 damage. Ah. That's quite a lot. Divine Health prevents disease. Cannot be shapeshifted. I understand. This is a big dude. Honestly, we need to free you as soon as possible. Do I have an easy way to do that? I also need to get rid of these things because they're going to cause us problems. Can I? That's too far. All right, the only way we can get there in one turn, dash. So let's dash
Need to find a way forward.
as far as we can. I don't have enough movement speed. All right, dash. And get yourself up here. I free you. Okay, that seems like a great first turn. Now she's freed. You no longer have your resistance. That seems good. Next move, just get the hell away from her. Because we don't want to be AoE'd. Alright. We want to kill these skeletal invocates. Oh. Scratch? It's not your turn. Imp. It can be your turn. That's what I was aiming to do. Imp. Head over here. Attack. Okay. That's fine.
Do you know?
End
I
turn.
think we have given offense.
Will. Get over here a little bit. Blast it. Blast it. Am I out of range of this one? Blast it. Blast it. Oh, I get 3 now? I didn't even realize I got 3. That's perfect. We've killed it. Yeah, I'd get 3 beams. That's incredible. Okay. And then run in here. What type of damage do you think it's going to do? It's going to do necrotic, right? Based upon what we saw here. It also gains a +1 to armor class. Reaper's Reward, Finger of Death. Yeah, it's going to do necrotic. So we want resistance to necrotic damage. There we go. We might already have had resistance to necrotic now that I think about it, due to the Pixie's Blessing. Nope, we didn't already have resistance to necrotic. That's fine. I just thought we might for some reason. I do love, because we increased our initiative, we get all of ours first, which is great.
We're ready.
Okay. Get in here.
Not pinned down just yet.
And then I want to summon something. I think that's a good first turn. Maybe summon an elemental. I'm just thinking what we want here. Maybe a fire elemental. And summon it right there. Okay. It actually doesn't get my aura effect, because obviously it's not within my aura, but that's okay. We could Misty Step a little bit closer, actually, and then it would be. We could Misty Step up here, and then it would be within my aura. Maybe that's something we want to do. Let's Misty Step up here. So that gives it Demon Spirit, which gives it resistance to a bunch of things. Driven Mad, it just attacks the nearest target, right? Other than the spellcaster. Oh, that's fine. Well, I don't know what that means. Other than the spellcaster, because it's talking about Crown of Madness, but that obviously, yeah, anyway. It might count as its own spellcaster. Fire Elemental. Multi-attack with a lot of fire, or Erupting Cinder. Let's do multi-attack. We definitely hit it. Elemental Warp. Huh, interesting. I'll leave you where you are.
They burn.
Can we see any more of these summon things? Like these, no, we can't see any more of the... Oh, there's a thing that will summon a Necromite. There are Necromites up here. Maybe I want to do that and then Fireball. Could I even Fireball up here? Maybe. Path is Interrupted would probably get us, though. We could go and summon another Elemental. Let's Misty Step. Then we'll see what our options are. I can definitely Fireball them. Or some of them. No, I can't. Okay. What about Ice Storm? Ice Storm would hit. That would hit very well. Ice Storm. Nice. All of them are dead, plus the thing. That got me another action, actually, as well. And I haven't used my movement yet. Well, that's incredible. Okay. Fireball. What a great first turn. We did everything we wanted to achieve. That's actually one Intellect Devourer, one Mind Flayer, and the boss. That's incredible. That's a great first turn. And we increased the number of allies we have on our side. That's great. If we could have killed that last Devourer, we would have been, like, truly happy. But that's fine. Right. You're going to go there. Good turn. He has nothing to sacrifice. That's a knockback. Good to know. Gaze of the Dead on my Fire Elemental. Alright. I honestly don't care if you attack my Fire Elemental. I'll be honest. Not a big deal to me. Head over here. We don't have enough movement speed to get over here. That's fine. Good turn. What's it going to do? Levitates down. That's fine. Then Mind Blasted us. We got a save on that, actually. Okay. You've killed the Intellect Devourer, and now you're flying in at Merkel. Good damage. Wait, what's his resistances like? Immune to poison, resist cold, necrotic. Okay, that's fine. You're a little hurt. We could do some, like, healing across the board. Let's get our fire... Oh, you're immobilized? But I could... You're mobile. But I can do this, though. And then attack. Nice. The 20%, we hit twice. Honestly, not that bad. Okay. Move in. Can I have multiple summons? I assume I can, right? And summon a... Wait, you can summon? Okay, I'm going to summon something else, which will then start summoning. Okay. That seems good. Where is it in the turn order? Oh, it's here. That's fine. It goes after. Could do a little AoE heal, although it's not as beneficial as it was on... on Shadowheart. The reason it was really good on Shadowheart to do the AoE heal is that it would apply Bless. It will not do that here. Because we don't have that thing equipped. I would love to kill this thing. Can I get over there? I guess I could dash, right? That would get me over there. Oh, these things spawned. Well, one spawned. One spawned over here as well. Okay, there are a couple of these things that have spawned all over there. So maybe we need to leave some people to kill them. That's good to know. Let's kill this first, though. Killing the Mind Flayer is like top priority. Everything else is secondary. Kill it. It charmed me. Ah, well, there you go. That's why we had the charm ring from earlier that we got rid of, because we were like, oh, we're never going to use that. Okay, Conjured Imp. Attack. Followed by attacking. Cool.
I don't fancy their chances.
Dog. Get back up here, and your job is going to be eventually to kill that thing.
But a word away.
Bird. Oh, it doesn't get a turn right now. Let's maybe magic missile this. Oh, it's too far. Yeah, okay. Never mind. The reason I was thinking magic missile... Oh, you've already used a reaction. Oh, perfect, actually. Yeah. We can do this. Let's move back. Let's... I need to do 6 damage. 6 is the minimum from a magic missile. Do it. Okay, that gets me another action. That doesn't give me another action? Once per turn, when it kills an enemy, it gains 5 temporary hit points and an action. Where's my action? I want my action, please. I don't know why I didn't get an action. Maybe it's because I already still have the temporary hit points. Okay, you killed my woodland thing before it could do anything. You frightened her. That's fine. Bird. This thing is dead, though, which is good. Let's attack that one. How long does it incubate for? Like 1 turn? I don't know, but it also explodes, so that's not good. I have many counterspell opportunities. Let's use the level 3 counterspell and do not react. Okay. Nice turn. Okay, Lunar Smite. It's taken a lot of damage. It's our turn again. Oh, these things spawned. Okay. More of them spawned. I see. Let's go for Scratch attacking this one. Oh, that's your end of your turn, Scratch.
This is the easy part.
Imp. Attack. Nice. That one's dead.
What must be done?
Solid.
Time to push my luck again.
Attack.
No time for mercy.
Oh, we got charmed again. No. Wait, no, we didn't. We can't attack your charmer, but I could attack someone else. Like that. I guess I used dash last turn. That's why I couldn't do that. Okay.
That is an old woman's game.
Let's go for offhand. Main hand. Got it. Okay. Separate slightly. End turn.
With the weave.
Will.
Favors the fearless.
There's a minimum of 6, so I'm gonna go with that. Wonderful. That seemed pretty good for 1 turn.
Making my move.
Head up here.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Alright. We could do a Conjure Elemental of our own. The Fire Elemental actually seems to be doing a pretty good job. Let's summon a Fire Elemental here. Okay. And then end turn. You're now going to go this way slightly. Oh, yeah, well, I'm just wondering if you're going to get hit, but let's do this, right? You do lose Demon Spirit, but that's okay. Attack. I just want to separate slightly, if that makes sense. Then this element... Oh, wait. End your turn. Oh, the other elemental doesn't get its turn yet. That's fine. Gaze of the Dead doesn't matter. Reaper Scythe. Didn't even knock it off the thing. Wonderful. Bird? Wait a second. Did you resummon any of these incubating things? No, there's a couple up there that there's nothing we can do about. There's one over here we could potentially get. You're not going to be blinded, let's be honest here. Right. Attack it. Just reduce its health. That's the best you can do. Okay, good damage. What does Holy Fire do? I think it's damage over time, but that's all I need to see. Okay, so a Necromite did summon there. That's okay. Moonbeam. On a successful save, yeah, so it's damage over time, damage over time. That's fine. Right, Fire Elemental. Lay into it. Nice. End turn.
Still standing.
Fire
No matter
Elemental.
what you heard.
Lay into it. Oh, it crit. Okay.
Onward.
There's one here and one here. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, first of all, Scratch is going to attack this one. Along with the Imp. There we go. Attack it. Just checking. None spawned further up. No. Okay. We got it. Perfect. Move up a little bit just in case we need to be spread out a little bit. Scratch also end your turn. Like here.
Not but another harvest.
Okay. Will?
No holding back.
I don't see... I do see the Necromite over here. What's Merkel's Call? It will sacrifice itself. So let's hit it twice. Then hit this. Nice. That's what we like to see. Get a little bit more central. End turn.
I think I could go another round.
Let's see. So there's going to be some stuff up here. I have Ice Storm, right? That would work really well on that bit. Nice. It killed them. So once again, there are none of these things alive except for one down here, which is really difficult to see. Okay. I was going to say to get to. It's not that difficult to get to. It's just that it's difficult to see. So 100% to shoot it. Okay, let's go and shoot it with an offhand attack.
Here we go again.
Okay. Then go and shoot it with an offhand attack. It's dead. Okay. Can you shoot him? Yeah. Good damage. Okay. Get in here.
Tale for the ages.
We've already done a summon. What do we want to do next? Honestly, like, just hit it for a ton of damage, honestly. Maybe a level 5 of this? How much is level 5? Up to 72 damage? Let's do it. That's huge. Yeah, that's just a huge chunk of health.
Life to my life. Sustain.
We saved. Okay. There's a hit. There's another hit. They both missed. I think we can kill it, honestly. Assuming it doesn't have a phase 2. It's very killable. Okay.
You still have time to surrender.
Leave you for a second.
Still on my feet.
Jump. Switch to our daggers. Stab it. Okay, that's the best we could do with that.
On the victor's
Will?
path.
Good.
One can't always
Gale?
be a gentleman.
Actually, Jaheira.
But another harvest.
I want to see if I can get the final hit on with Jaheira. Just because thematically that's cool. I don't really have the ability to do direct damage very much with her, though. Call Lightning. We did it. Defeat it before it can consume any necromites. Wonderful.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
Okay.
No. No. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed. You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Well, I mean, I was gonna offer him redemption again, but he's very dead.
It's in his armor. Take it.
Okay, voice in my head. I'll take his netherstone. Also, she's given me her fealty. Does that mean she's like on my side? As in, like, as a companion? Maybe Zevlor is my paladin. Maybe she's my paladin.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable.
I have many questions about this. Also, I'm so happy we didn't go with like a joke-looking guardian. Like, if we had went with like a gnome with little pink hair, I had the feeling the lines would not hit quite as hard. How is it you're able to leave the astral prism now?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods.
Uh-huh.
It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Netherese? These chosen are powerful indeed to have such magic in their command.
Yes, and he's told us the story of what happened to them. I'm not sure we want to use it. Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three.
Okay, chosen of the dead three.
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Well, I didn't come here to fight gods, I just want my parasite removed. I'm gonna say it.
I know. But this is the only way. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into Mind Flayers. All it needs is an order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Alright, well we got the Nether Stone. We also got a note plus Ketheric's Warhammer. This hammer's weight is centered on enchanted obsidian at the base of the head. Some nights before bed, Ketheric would sneak a white-faced glance at the hammer and think about the stone and wonder what known facet of his heart bore his weight. Okay. Send that to Will. Reaper's Embrace. First of all incoming damage reduced by 2. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Howl of the Dead you get as a cantrip. It numbs all nearby creatures. Lowers their movement speed by half. Spellcaster has advantage on attack rolls against them. Okay. Send to Will. Ketheric's Shield. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Oh, also we never read what it said on the armor.
What am I needed?
Heavy steel bones and teeth enclose the armor's chest and neck like a grotesque exoskeleton that both swallows and protects the wearer.
No time to rest.
Okay. In the Theatre of Dreams, Ketheric killed his wife every night. That wasn't how things happened, but always upon waking he would glare into the dark, long-faced and solemn, and he would think, I keep you alive with my memories, beloved. I kill you with what I've become. Oh dear. Crumpled note and a supply pack. We will take the supply pack and send that to Jaheira. And a note. Pick up. Let's have a read. Papa, I love you. Love from IZ. Alright. Well, we know where that came from. Is this shield, like, good for you? It's fantastic for you. Welcome to having Ketheric's shield and looking 1,000 times, you know, more frightening. Okay.
Alright, what now?
Also, we got about 1 million quest pop-ups. So now we have the new quest to get the stones. He's somewhere in Baldur's Gate, and he's somewhere in Baldur's Gate. Find Maul. Maul doesn't turn up in Moonrise Tower. She may have escaped on one of the Nautiloids. Okay. And then these are those. Okay. Loot. We gotta loot. We're not ending the episode till we leave this place. Divine Bone Shard. Okay. There's a lot of things over there that all seem to be readable. Okay. Grab what was on the Necromites. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Let's go this way. We did take 1 damage, that's okay. These do not disappear. Huh. That's intriguing. Obviously, we still can't summon them with Jaheira while she has the gloves on, or they might go mad, but, you know, it's not a bad idea to summon one early. It does use a level 5 spell slot, which is the negative, obviously, of summoning them early. Just want to see if there was anything up here. I don't think there is. Right, back down. Back down. I love our little army following us. Also, that fight was really cool. The fact that we solved it very quickly was, you know, it was good and bad. I like that we found the right answer, but it was also like, it made the fight very short. But yeah, I suspect killing the things is really what you needed to do, and because we had so many summons and we kept hitting with the attacks in the middle, it was like, yeah, we were bound to have something good happen out for that. Let's grab all of these. Amulet of the Absolute. Okay, there's the evasion plans for the Sword Coast, which we've already read. Got that. Alright, grab all of these. So I think the rest are books. Grand Design. So this was dictated to scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. The Grand Design is the Mind Flayer's species-wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass seromorphosis, giving the Elder Brain in overall control, giving the Elder Brain in overall command an implacable army of illithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulitharid. Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purpose. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The illithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great illithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the grand design is clearly a Banite task. Interesting. It's kind of similar to like how diseases spread, if that makes sense in what I'm thinking here. Like, if the illithids had done what they normally do, which is go out there, tadpole, 7 days later you're an illithid, people would notice, right? It would be an immediate thing, and then there would be an immediate pushback. The way they're doing it is a little bit subtle. It's there's no immediate symptoms apart from the tadpole. It can spread across the entire city, and then you activate it, and suddenly everybody's hit, and there's no way to to react to it. Like when I was saying it was like a disease, I was actually thinking of Plague Inc., that pandemic game where you try and spread one. You would go with something with no symptoms, spread it wide, and then you would bring up the symptoms at the end. It's a similar concept. Anyway, invitation to Lord Gortash. Just want to get that there. Lord Gortash, the Committee of Concerned Patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at the High Hall to discuss plans short and long term for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday, the 12th noon, a luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance. Lord Hirrilin, Committee Chair. Do we know where he might be? The Absolute End. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with the fear of the Absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things, like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of the one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. So they were reading books about the cult. Just, out of curiosity. Oh, and then the dessert wine. So this must have been, this must have been Gortash's, like his desk. Also, I want to reread a book. Or not reread fully, but like just go into it again. Prayer for Forgiveness. Yeah, so this bit at the top, I think was written by Oren. Oren was right about her sibling. So he read this, and then he said something about, was it? So what did she say about Gortash? It would take us far, but fear not, those at Bane always fall to the same folly. They cannot see the beauty of obliteration. Ah, so they're siblings, I would assume. They're siblings, but they follow different gods. Okay, potentially. I'm also... Oh, we can just climb there. Okay. But I'm also thinking... Wait. Oh, wait, let's head over here, because that looks like something. But while we do, I'm going to reread this bit of it again. Father, you created me to be the last soul alive. So I think her father is Baal. But her sibling... Is it like sibling in spirit? Or is it like... I don't know. Is it like the god? If the gods have a child, then they are siblings? I'm trying to figure out, like... family tree wise how it works. So did they have like the same mother but different fathers? I don't know. It did say created, which kind of implies like spawned out of the ether. But anyway, I think we've looted everything. I don't think there's anything to do here. Let me just double check. We've done all that. We went all the way around there. I think we've done everything. Yeah. I'm fairly certain we've done everything. So these all pursue. Travel with Karlach. Yeah, we could have possibly got more down here, but we got more out of the people we brought. Although Jaheira didn't add a ton apart from being in the party. So I'm not sure. Didn't actually add a ton. We didn't find anything about how to read this book down here, which is interesting. Maul has definitely left in the Nautiloids because she didn't turn up. Kill Ketheric Thorm? Excuse me. He's dead. Anyway, find the wizard who wants the night song. Oh, but the night song we reckon might become a companion, so this might move into companion quest at some point. Worm Crossing, Oscar, rescue the Grand Duke. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's take the portal to the surface. Oh, I'm going to do a real save. That's what I said I was going to do. I don't know if I said it or I thought it, but anyway. Let's do a real save here. If there's anything I've forgotten, let me know, and I will head back. But I think we did a thorough job, for once. Everybody wants to talk. Alright, Gale, you first. Wait, is this also my camp? Oh no, Withers wants to talk too. Okay, I can also camp. Gale.
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
What are you talking about?
The crown! The one the Elder Brain was wearing. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
I don't know, I get the feeling we should destroy it without learning more, but back up a little. Why is this crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory.
We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Okay. I do like how you've got... No, Gale. Don't do that. Why would a Balduran magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerous Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Okay. Next up, Will.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Okay. The Absolute's cult has Raven Guard. Where would they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpoled Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Okay, what do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Okay. Mizora said that you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth. Yes, but first, a question. If your home was under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? Well, as a Dragonborn, my clan is my home. I would give up life and limb to see them safe.
Then you know loyalty, and you know what I did had to be done. I was 17. Father, older Raven Guard, had just been named a Grand Duke, and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Okay. Well, the Cult of the Dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
I mean, usually I would say no, but I'm going to say yes.
In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Okay. You took on 25 cultists on your own? I find that hard to believe.
I had Mizora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus. and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Okay. Is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
Okay. What about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
Okay. It was brave what you did for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Later.
I understand.
You must have been furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
Well, do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Okay, well, we'll leave you there. And I think with that story, we are going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. We have a few things left to do. We have to do a complete looting of this place. Minus... let me see. This person right here, who I suspect we could have shopped with if they were not dead. And then it's time to leave for Baldur's Gate. We also need to talk with everybody. I suspect everybody has something to say, and the fact that they all appear to be here makes me think that a lot more. Although actually only Halsin is here. Maybe the rest of my party are not. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.